Graveyard Talkers, and welcome to another episode of Graveyard Talking. I'm your host, Randy. In a second, I'll be around there to the front of the camera. Unfortunately, I left my tripod at home, and so I have to set it up and then walk around to the front. So anyways, today I'm in Metairie, Louisiana, back here again. A year ago I was here, and for those of you who follow me, you know that in this cemetery, matter of fact, right on over this way, I was sitting, maybe 50 feet, and we heard the voice of little Michael, 10-year-old boy who said he was here. He wanted to play, and couldn't find him. So I came out to this particular area where I'm standing in front of, where the camera is at, and I looked for Michael, looked for him all up and down here, and couldn't find him. I did later on when I was able to, I did a search on the internet for the cemetery. I'm Find a Grave, and I could not find a 10-year-old Michael that was buried in this cemetery. There were some other Michaels, but not a 10-year-old Michael. Now, does that mean he's not here? Absolutely not. I don't know how good their records are to go way far back, and of course, his name could have been Henry Michael, but always went by Michael. We don't know. So what I'm trying to do here today is talk to Michael, and hopefully we're able to get Michael to come back up and talk to us. So today's session has not been going well, and so we'll talk it again. So for all the spirits here in the cemetery, I'm back. My name is Randy. As I said last year, I've got two devices in my hand. I've got a cell phone, and I got a speaker down here. I'm going to let Topa loose here. We just had a dog run by and run up to Topa, and so Topa won't do anything, but I don't trust other dogs. So anyways, my other hand, this hand here, I've got a speaker. Now the newer spirits in the cemetery, they know what this is. And I know from other cemeteries that you guys don't know what this is, but we do it anyways. So we let you know what we have. I don't speak to the spirits. The spirits speak through the phone and the speaker. I listen to it, and I tell those watching this video what I hear. You can listen to it. You might hear different things that I don't hear. So with that, to all the spirits here, I am here to see Michael, talk to young little Michael. So Michael, if you remember me from last year, Michael, are you still here? All right, and there's a young voice in there said, "Hi, hello, Michael. Is that you, Michael? And how are you doing?"
Good.
Good.
What?
All right, thought I heard something about being at home in front of the trees. Now, Michael, when we talked last year, you told me that you were in this section of the cemetery, this area. I wasn't able to find you. Am I close to you, Michael? So I heard we are, you are, and I heard bird. Now, you can probably hear in the background, there is a crow that is calling. And I don't know if you can see him. He's over there. Just flew into that tree over there. But he was over in this area. Michael, are you over there by where the crow was just yelling? No? All right, Michael, where are you? Where are you? Compared to me, where are you? Are you in front of me, back of me, to the left of me, to the right of me? Where are you? I have two dogs with me this time. You're right. I have two dogs. I have Topa. Now, Topa was here last year. And then over here that you can't see, or at least the camera can't pick up just yet, is Chloe. So, Michael, my whole thing about coming back here this time was to find out where you were at. So, Michael, tell me, is Michael your first name? Is it your middle name? Is Michael your real first name? Well, Randall's my name. I don't think that's your name, Michael. So, your parents called you Michael? All right, so that bird that's up over in that tree, Michael, are you near where that bird just flew into the tree? Michael, I don't know. I'm not getting where you are. So, what would you like to tell me, Michael? Is there anything you'd like to tell me that you couldn't tell me last year?
No. In California.
And if I do remember last year when I was here, I heard a lot about California, and I used to live in California many, many, many years ago. So, Michael, I think we talked last year, and you said you liked to play, and you wanted me to come over here and play. So here's my dogs. Here are my dogs. My dogs are here. Would you like to play with the dogs? And you said you like to play with the dogs in the dirt. Well, the one that's sitting here with me is Topa. Can you call Topa? Maybe Topa will come to you if you call her. Well, don't call me a bastard. Whoever called me a bastard, don't call me a bastard. That's not a nice thing to do. Michael, her name's Topa. She won't come calling to. She won't come if you call her doggy. You have to call her by her name. And if you're here within a few feet of me, I'm in the macaw section here. This whole section that I'm here, I mean, it's 20 foot long, 30 foot long. So I don't think you're a macaw, Michael, because I don't see any macaws with, like maybe the middle name. Was Michael, I'm thinking Michael must have been your middle name, but that's just what your parents called you. I'll have to listen because I thought I heard just Mike or just Michael. Michael, is there anything else you'd like to say? Anything I can do? Anything? I mean, I really would like to find where you are buried at. All right, I can help. Who said I can help? To the spirit who said I can help, can you tell me your name? Well, if you told me, I apologize because I didn't hear it. Would you like to tell me again? All right, so there was a spirit's voice in there sounded female, and they said they could help. Who said they could help? Okay, I heard me again, but I need a little bit more than me. Can you give me your first name? Okay, so those are willing to help. I'm not pulling a first name out of there. How far am I from where little Michael is buried?
That was a place in different place or time where
All right, so I'm not getting much else out of that. And this is kind of what happened last year was Michael came in there for a little while and then kind of faded out. Um, there was a spirit that got a little upset with me because they thought I didn't understand that Michael was a child. And of course I do, but I have no idea where Michael is buried.
a lot of kids remember but also do that there.
Well, we know there's ghosts. We're in here with spirits. We know there's ghosts. I was talking to a lady that lives right kind of sort of behind the camera. And she was telling me that as long as she's lived, her husband is buried here. And as long as she has lived here, she's not seen any ghosts, but she has seen candle lights on a windy day when she knows that those candles should be blown out. So were any of you in this particular area right here lighting candles so that the neighbors behind you could see?
Down the they were something about them.
Why would you light candles? Do you need candles to see?
That for sure.
In today, people light candles in remembrance. Were you lighting a candle in remembrance? Were you lighting a candle to light the way for a new spirit coming through?
Like it. Down the you know
All right, somebody said, get over here. Who's yelled, get over here? And who is that telling me to get over there?
walls. My you put terrible.
Well, I heard Mike a couple of times in there. I heard Walt. I don't know of any Walt here. I'm just looking here in this general area. Richard and a Blanche and another Richard, Henry, Evan, Lily, another Henry, Louise, James. I'm going to have a car come by here in a second. Harriet, Jane, Harry, but not a Walt.
Door.
So I heard he's an angel. I assume you're referring to Michael. He's an angel. But I really would like to find his grave or maybe his parents' grave. I mean, that's really why I came back. Okay, and usually when a car goes by, I generally don't get anything from anybody. They seem to, although we did hear some stuff, it was jumbled to me. Well, of course, we'll always have to listen to see what it is. Because just because it sounds jumbled to me when I hear it doesn't mean it was when I re-listen to it.
You
Well, I'm still in the same spot. I heard where you at, buddy. I'm still in the same spot I was at before. So we're going to wrap this one up here. So, Michael, if you got anything else to say, and let me know what's going on, where you're at. I'll try to find you. Give me some type of guidance.
no, now.
Alrighty, I heard something about don't put me down, but I have no idea in contents what that might be. All right, so we're going to call it quits here for today. Michael, I'll give you one last chance to talk to me, and you know what? We'll come back next year. So, Michael, if you got something else you'd like to say, go ahead and say it to me, and we'll let this run for a few seconds here and try to pick you out. I'm sorry, I just don't know where you're at, buddy.
You know, we're good.
Okay, so I'm not getting anything about where he is, and that makes me feel sad because I come down here specifically to do this, and I'm not really getting much out of it. So I do believe spirits are able to talk to us anywhere, and I'm sure, Michael, if you want to tell me sometime in the future where you're at, we'll be more than happy to hear. So with that, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Sorry it really didn't turn out as much as I thought, but maybe when I go back and listen to the audio, maybe there was stuff in there that will give us a clue to where he's actually buried. So with that, thanks for joining me, and I'll see all of you on the next one.